What's up, guys? It's Beta Vlogs here. Recently, I just got an offer from one of my sister's friends. She's a 5-gallon tank with a filter and a light, and she's giving me food and a purifier for free, which is really generous of her. Cause I would, I would probably give a little price on that, and if she does, it's fine. But I was thinking, if I do get this, what would I do with it? And I'm thinking, well, it's way too big to house, or be way too big to be a medic tank, because 5 gallons just seems a little excessive to be, or a little extra to be a medic tank. So I'm thinking, what if I go back to one of my old plans when I first started having fish and beta fish, and it would be to breed them. And I don't think it's going to be hard, but I don't think it's going to be easy. So what I was thinking is, if I could breed beta fish, then the fry that I would have, there'd be about, let's say there's like 30 fry. The equation starts up here. If I got 30 fry, I'm not buying half-gallon tanks for 30 fish, because one, I don't have room, B, there's no way, because each of those tanks costs about $15, $16, which is way too much. So you're getting to like hundreds and $200 worth of tanks, and I don't have room in my room to do this, and I don't really want to push it out to my house, or to besides my room, because it's not my family's job to keep up on my fish, it's mine. So I'm thinking what I could do is, because I watched this video a couple years ago and I remembered it, she's a teacher, I don't know, I forget her name, I forget her YouTube channel, I'm sorry, but she breeds betta fish and she lives in an apartment. But what she does is she uses mason jars, or jars really in general like this, to house her fry once they're getting more territorial and you can't keep them in one tank and they're too big. So I'm like, well, that's not a horrible idea, because mason jars, they cost about $1 each, which isn't horrible. So they're easy to buy, or they're not too expensive, which is nice. So that could be an option, because it'd take up less space. And I was thinking, speaking of space, the only thing I was thinking, it's 5 gallons, about 3.5 feet, which is quite big actually. But the only place I could put it is not by the 2-gallon, not by these tanks here, it'd be here. I mean, I'd move all this stuff, the cords would just be behind it, I could plug it in behind this here, because it's got a plug behind it, which wouldn't be bad, because I could plug the filter and the light in. So I could put that there, and I could keep it there, because I don't have any other space. I could put it behind here on this shelf. That's really hard to point there. But put it there, because it could be easier. But two things is this poster, this painting. Excuse me. This painting would be in the way. Excuse me. I burped like twice. I don't know why. But this painting would be here, and I don't want it to get ruined, because it's a really nice painting of animals. My grandpa and grandma, they got it from me when they went to Africa, which is really nice of them. I was like 2 when I got it. But another thing is, if I'm getting stuff out of these drawers, the shelf or the dresser is going to move. So I don't want to stress out the fish if I'm moving the shelf. So the only really spot I could put it is here, which wouldn't be bad. And these mason jars could go here, here, and here. Like, they could go by the 2-gallon, they could go on the shelf. I can move everything else here, because I like Pokemon, so I just kind of like to display things. But I can move it because it's just coins and some figures and some Pokeball stuff. So I could put him there. I could put him by the 5-gallon, which isn't bad, but I couldn't put him down here, because I do have these boxes, and then I would have that tank. Where's the tank? There it is. It's right there. I'd have that tank down there also. So that's also a possibility of putting the mason jars there. But now it all comes down to, I got the 5-gallon, the fish, the fry are living, I'm putting them in mason jars, I got space. What do I do after I have all the space? After I'm done breeding the fish, after I'm housing the fish, or have housed the fish, what do I do when I'm done with these fish? I got 30 betta fish. On my behalf, I don't want to be cluttering up all my space that I own or got. So what do I do? So I'm thinking, well, I could sell them. But the thing is, how old do you have to be to sell betta fish in Maryland? And I checked that. It would be definitely a selling license. But I checked the youngest age you can be to start a business is 13 or early 12. But your legal guardian or parent would have to help out with the money or the bank stuff, which isn't horrible because I don't know how to work that stuff anyways. So it's nice to have somebody there to help. So that's not horrible. But then it comes down to, like, do I need a permit to sell these fish? I'm probably thinking yes, you probably do. And then the thing is, how do I get one? How old do you have to be? And I'm guessing it's probably 12 or 13, because if you can start a business at 12 or 13, then how else do you sell things if you start a business? And then I'm thinking, well, if I do sell betta fish, who do I sell them to? I could sell them to my friends. I could sell them to this pet store that I was working with. I named Pet Value. They let me come into the store and talk to their customers, or the customers really talk to me about owning a betta fish and what to do if you get a betta fish, because they just opened up a section in their store, a fish section with betta fish, so I could sell them to them, since they don't generally have all, like, different types of fish or different types of betta fish. They just pretty much have, like, Dumbo betta fish, which isn't horrible, but they're all like one color, and they're not, the most beautiful fish in the world. Excuse me. But yeah, if I do sell them to them, then it all come down to, like, the price wise of how much am I selling them for and stuff like that. So I think that's just it. I'm still holding on to that offer. It's not a horrible offer since it's free, which is really generous of them. I applaud you, my sister's friend, to just give a 5-gallon tank with filter, lights, purifiers, food, all for free, which is really nice of you guys. Well, her and her family. So I'm just kind of going through the steps very carefully, thinking what I can do, what could go wrong, what's going to go right, how much money can I get out of this. And it's not just all based on money. It's primarily based on the fish, the well-being of the fish, how careful I'm cleaning the tanks, because cleaning these is probably not horrible. It's not very big, it's nice, so that's easy. But I definitely do need, so the people who do possibly sell fish and might be watching this video, please comment, or if you even make videos on this, please leave me a link in the the comments, to see what I can do or how I can do. And then, like, another thing is, like, food for the fry could also be a problem, because if my pet stores don't sell food for fry, then I'd have to buy it online. I'd have to buy it online, and then that might go up because the person selling the food might have it for $20, and then if a pet store sells it for like $5, just like, the different paying, that's probably not realistic at all. But you kind of understand, you might understand where I'm going with this. But it all comes down to space, price, the well-being of all the fish, and just what can I do after I'm done with it, or selling wise. So selling, space, clean or well-being, and housing. That's going to be it. So those 4 things are my main problem here. I did check, it is like 13 to have a permit, which is cool. So I've already said that, but whatever, I'm going to say it again. Or 12 really. To start a business, so that's great because I am 13. So yeah, so please let me know down in the comments if you guys if you guys know anything on anything about Fry. And I have worked with filters and purifier or big tanks before, since I've had one before. So I do know how to work with the levels of all the things, the temperatures and stuff like that. It'd just be coming down to the Fry. So, coming to the end of the video, give a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a suggestion. Please do, I do definitely need your help. Let me know how big the tank might need to be. I will definitely do more research. I'll definitely be doing homework on how big does the tank need to be, what type of food do I need, the permits and everything, where I can sell fish, if it's local, like I probably sell the fish locally, if I can even sell them to stores. So please leave a comment and just kind of tell me what I can do and what I can't do, because I really would appreciate that. And subscribe if you're new here, and if you're new here, go watch some of my other videos, because this might not be the most fun video in the world, but please go subscribe if you're new here, and bye!